Are you looking to buy a home here in the Kenosha, Racine area? You're trying to decide if maybe you should buy an existing house or maybe you should build a house. What are the pluses? What are the minuses? What should you do? Let's talk about that in this video that starts right now. Hi, I'm Scott of eXp Realty. I hope that you had a great weekend and are looking forward to an even better week this week. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button down below and the subscribe button, just to let me know that you guys are here and enjoying these videos. If you'd like to be notified of new videos that drop every Monday at 10 a.m., be sure you hit that bell button as well. You know, I get phone calls from my frustrated buyers, or just ask my frustrated buyers, almost every day. Chad, what can we do to find a house? The market is still super hot as of today, February 28th, 2022. Houses are still selling super fast. As soon as they hit the market, they're getting multiple offers. They're selling in hours within hitting the market. My buyers don't even have enough time to go see the houses before they're already under contract. I know almost every buyer that's looking is having the same problem as my buyers. So they're asking me, Chad, what can we do? Well, one option that buyers have is possibly building a house. You know, homes are being listed and hitting the market, and they're being sold within hours. And buyers are getting into bidding wars, pushing prices way over the top. A lot of buyers can even afford nowadays. So is building even an option for you? Well, let's talk about it. You know, a lot of people think that building is just super expensive. I looked at the MLS. There's some vacant land options out there. If you don't want a huge lot, you can buy some third-acre lots for as little as $20,000. If you want a little more land, say like an acre lot, you can still find some of those lots for $100,000 or even less. Just depends on how much you're looking for. It depends on where you're looking. If you're looking outside of a planned subdivision, those lots are typically a little bit cheaper than inside a planned subdivision. So it just depends on where you're looking at for those lots. And you know, we've all heard about the price of lumber and building costs just skyrocketing these last couple months. But the good news is that those prices have started to come down and stabilize in the last few months. So those prices aren't quite as high as they once were back in January and December. So yes, building a house can be expensive. However, you do control those costs. So some of the costs that you do control are the cost of the land that you're building on. Yes, the builder that you choose does make a difference. Some builders charge more than other builders. The finishes that you choose, the finishes inside the house make all kinds of differences, guys. The higher end the finishes, the more expensive it is. So if you're okay with more modest finishes and you're okay with more of a modest house, you don't want a huge house. You know, maybe you're okay with like a 1,200 square foot house with just decent modest finishes. You can probably build a house for around $250,000, maybe even a little bit less. It's not a bad house in today's standards. So let's talk about the 5 reasons about why you should consider building a house. Reason number 1, you can build what you want. So when you're looking at existing construction, when you're looking through the house, you're looking through it, you're saying, you know, I would change this, this, and this about the house. So you're thinking about remodeling projects already. Well, when you're building a house, there's no remodeling to do. You guys build the house exactly the way you want it. There are no projects to do down the road. It's already done for you. Reason number 2 to consider building a house is you get to work with a builder. So here in the Kenosha Racine area, there are several really great builders. A couple bigger builders that build really big subdivisions, you know, with a couple hundred homes, to several smaller builders that just build, you know, a couple homes a year. Depending on your price point, what you're looking to spend on a house, what you're looking to do, I can pair you up with the best builder to meet your needs. It may be one of the bigger builders, it may be one of the smaller builders. You know, if you decide that you want to build a house, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to decide which builder best suits your needs. Is it one of the bigger builders or one of the smaller guys? Reason number 3 to build your house is you get to control the budget. You control the costs. So when you're buying an existing house, you don't really get to control the costs. The price of the house is the price of the house. Especially in the market now, either you pay asking price or you pay above asking price. There really is no negotiation anymore. You know, you can't go to the seller and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I feel like your house is not really worth asking price. I'm going to come in a little bit lower, and we're going to play that back and forth game, you know, where I come in lower, you counter my offer, I counter again, we go back and forth for a little while. We don't play those games anymore, not in this market right now, not in the seller's market we're in. But when you're building a house, you control those costs. While you're still not playing that game, that back and forth negotiating game, you get to control your costs. From the price of the land, if the land is too expensive, then you buy a smaller lot. If you can afford a bigger lot, then you buy a bigger piece of lot with more land. If you're going through the construction process and you're picking out finishes and you feel like you have a bigger budget where you can can afford like a fancier kitchen, then you add in some of those fancier finishes like the granite and the marble floors and stuff like that. If you're going through the cost and you feel like your budget's starting to spiral out of control, you go to the builder and say, I feel like my costs are getting a little too expensive. Let's scale back on some of these finishes here. We don't need such high scale finishes in the kitchen. Maybe we don't need such a fancy toilet in the master bathroom. Reason number 4 to build a house, and probably one of the more fun reasons to build a house, is you get to create a lasting memory. So in my experience, a lot of people, when they build a house, they have a lot of fun going to the construction site and just watching the construction process happen. They'll call me every week. Chad, did you see? They dug the hole. The next week. Chad, they've poured the foundation. Oh my God, it's so exciting. I can see the floor plan now. I'm so excited. They'll call me a week or 2 later. Chad, the walls are up. Oh my God, Chad, I can see the rooms. I'm so excited now. And they'll call me the next week. Chad, the roof is up. Oh my God, I am so excited. I can't wait to see the finishes start to go in. You guys, this is just so exciting for the buyers. They get to see the process happen. They get to see the house as it goes up. As the process goes along, they get more and more excited as their house gets closer and closer to completion. It's just a little more satisfying if you build a house as compared to when you just buy existing construction. I guess you call it satisfaction. I don't really know what else you would call it. Just that little extra excitement, I guess you would call it, of building a house. You get to see the process. You get to visit it, once a week, every day, however often you would like. Depending on the construction company, you could do a couple walkthroughs through the house. It's just a little more exciting when you get to build a house. Reason number 5 to consider building a house is that once the construction is done, you have something that's completely and uniquely yours. Even if you buy a house that's a cookie cutter house in one of those cookie cutter subdivisions, you still usually pick out the finishes. You pick out something that's unique to you in the house. You're not going to find another house that's exactly like yours. You'll most likely never find another house that's exactly like yours. And that just brings a lot of people some sort of satisfaction when they go to sleep at night, knowing that their house that they built is unique to them. What do you guys think? Is building an option for you? Let me know down in the comments. Do you prefer existing homes or do you prefer new construction? Something where you can customize it towards you. And let me know why. The best part is that no matter what you choose, I can definitely help you out. I am your go-to resource no matter what you choose. Anything real estate related, contact me. I'm here to help you anytime. I'm Chad Scott with eXp Realty. Make sure you guys check out this video that talks about the positives and negatives of renting and buying. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and the subscribe button, just so I know you guys are here. Have a great week, and I can't wait to see you back here next Monday.